All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome. Yes, Kevin, let's get it on. Although I'm just thinking Marvin Gaye on here with his song. Love Marvin Gaye, man. Makes some amazing music. But anyways, yes, let's get started. Welcome, everyone. My name's Odu. This is the Unconventional Mindset, of course. And we're trying to figure out how to make ourselves a company which is going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. Now, for today, I figured we kind of just jump in with doing the work we need to do to build a Webflow theme. And from what we talked about yesterday, let me just share this screen here. So am I sharing? Is everything okay here? I think everything's good. I'm just having some issues here with. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So this is what we kind of talked about yesterday of what we're going to want for our template. And we're going to start building like a business themed template. And we're going to start with building like the information architecture. We need to know what it is that we're going to want on our template and all the pages that we're going to need. And then that's going to help us inform the sketches and stuff that we're going to do, right? Stoyan, hi, and welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. And I fixed my comments too. Let me know if you guys think the comments are a little bit better, because I think they're bigger, and I think they show through a lot better. So just let me know what you think. So, but before we get to that, actually, Rolando, I don't know if you're here or not, but you sent me a message about a new software that is basically a Webflow competitor, but it's open source. And I took a quick minute and I just opened it up and I looked at it. I was like, wow, this actually looks pretty impressive. So, but what I thought I would do is, it's right here. And I figured we'd just kind of take a look at it together, because I think a lot of us here are kind of like Webflow guys. And comments looking great. Perfect. That's good to hear. So I think, yeah, a lot of us build websites with Webflow or have used it before. So I figured we just kind of take a look at it to see if it's something that in the future we'd consider switching to, or if you haven't even started building sites, or if you're wondering what platform to use, if you're starting a Webflow agency or you're just doing freelance, whatever, maybe this might be a good fit. So let's have a quick look here, and then I promise then we'll get to start working on our template. And if you're looking at this in the future, maybe I'll put a timestamp in the comments or whatever below, so you can see like when to just kind of skip to that if that's what you're interested in. So right, so yeah, what is this? So basically, Rolando, what he was saying was that this is basically it's open source and it's kind of an alternative to Webflow, in that I imagine it's just a tool that'll allow you to design using like whatever this kind of builder thing. So I mean, it looks pretty cool. I think I could play this, unless there's music, then it might be issues, but let's just play this and see what this is all about. Open source, that's good. Okay, they're not talking, so maybe I'll just turn that down so there's no like copyright issues. Oh, it almost, different breakpoints. So what I'll say is, like, at least for me, in order for me to find a tool to make me want to switch from Webflow to something else, it would have to, because I know one of the big things is the cost. Like, Webflow is really expensive. And I think for this one, like, first of all, I'll say absolutely love the business plan for this. And it's something that I want to build when thinking about building a membership site where people could basically take the code, it's open source, deploy it and self-host it on whatever platform they want. And you can do that for free, which I think this is what this is all about. But yeah, we also offer the opportunity for you to host it on our site. And then that's a fee for it. And that's just like what Ghost does, which is amazing. I just absolutely love that business model. I think it's just fantastic. So, but to do this, yeah, I mean, And Kevin, I'd really love to hear what your thoughts are on this, what you kind of think about this. So builder, design for you, okay. Reusable, yeah. CSS properties, custom breakpoints, which is kind of nice. Markdown conversions, links, paste from Webflow. So that's really cool. So you guys know how we spent a lot of time figuring out how the JSON objects work for Webflow components, and to be able to just paste from your Webflow, that's pretty cool. So that's really, really good. And then you publish the staging. I mean, it's pretty cool. Sitemaps, SSL semantic tags, site name schema. And I think Webflow, or I think FinSuite just developed a new tool that allows you to do some, build a schema, which is actually really, really interesting. Rolando, you're going to like that as well. So I think this is just really quick. Like, it looks pretty cool, to be honest. But I don't think it's at the point now where I would consider replacing this with Webflow, just because of the ease of use of, for my clients, and just I'm pretty heavily invested into the whole ecosystem, and my clients really like it. And, having to link in with another CMS system, I feel like that just might be a little bit more work than what I'm willing to put forth right now. But I do love the fact that there's alternative tools that are out there, which is really, really cool. So Kevin, I get tempted by all the other builders out there like this in Framer, but I can't imagine starting over with a new product. Plus the community around Webflow seems more vast than any other. Yeah, except maybe like something like Squarespace or something like that, but that's kind of almost a different product. So yeah, I think it's really good to have the competition and to keep people pushing and striving to be really good. And that's what I kind of like about Webflow, is that they keep pushing, and maybe companies like this are helping them push through to keep developing better and better stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's so many tools. If you keep switching, you're never gonna settle down. So that's a really good point there too. But this looks really cool. For what I would do, if I was trying to just kind of choose, I would just maybe start this and just kind of see what it's like, and see what it would be like to actually develop a full-blown website with a CMS, and maybe do some integrations, with like maybe Airtable or whatever the case may be, to see how kind of that works. And it'd also be interesting to see if this is integrated in with Zapier as well too, to see how well that flows. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. It's pretty exciting. I bet you can do some really, really cool stuff. But I feel like it's probably slightly more, or maybe even like a pretty big leap in terms of being able to understand how to deploy things. You have to set up your own servers, all that kind of stuff. There's going to be costs associated with that as well, but if you have your own Amazon or whatever, I know it's fairly cheap and inexpensive to get your own stuff fired up. So it's very interesting, very cool product. And then there's this thing as well too with this framework, which is crazy. There's so many cool frameworks out there. Can we go home? And this is kind of really cool. It allows you to develop like a CSS framework just visually. So it's like a little piece of like Figma almost, but yet I think what this will do will just spit out your CSS for you. Yeah, which is kind of cool. Yeah, for button. Yeah, I mean, there's just amazing stuff out there. So I think taking this and combining this with Web Studio might be pretty cool. And apparently from what Rolando was saying, there's some really cool videos that are out there that showcase how these things kind of work together and how you could do some really, really cool things. But again, so if you're really more interested in the development aspect of building websites and you want to have more control, then definitely that's one of the biggest drawbacks with Webflow is you don't have control over like the source code, right? So, I mean, you're kind of stuck in their platform. But if you're just someone that's more of the designer and you don't really know much about development and backend stuff and you don't really want to hassle with that, I mean, that's what you're trading for. That's why you're spending $20 a month, $30 a month on a Webflow site, so you don't have to deal with that kind of stuff, right? And if you're really focused on making as much money as you can and building quickly, find the tool that works for you so that you can build a site as quickly as possible, but also give the client what they want and make sure that they're happy. Whatever tool works for you, that's what's great. And I think the thing is too with tools is there's no right or wrong tool. It's whatever makes the most sense for you, right? Okay, so all that being said, that's really cool. I'm gonna keep an eye on it though, because it is pretty interesting, and we'll see where things go in the future with it. Okay, so Notion, I should get this out of here. Okay, so Kevin, you were yelling at me too much about why I'm not using Notion. So I started an actual Notion thing here. I think I had one before, but I can't remember what it was. But so here's a new Notion thing at all, and I'm gonna get started with it. And I think one of the reasons why I don't like Notion, which is probably one of the reasons why it's so popular, is because it's like such a blank canvas that you can really customize it to whatever you want. You say yes. So you can customize it to whatever you want. But I feel like for me, that's the thing that really kind of bums me out, is that it's like I don't have time for this. Like I don't have time to customize stuff. I just want to have a tool, do whatever I need it to do, and then that's that, right? But that being said, we'll give it a shot, and maybe it's something that we could learn over time, and it could be really good. I could see it, at least for now, just replacing like Word documents, so I can have all my notes and have all of my scripts, or even start like a wiki for the company, the how-to guides or whatever in Notion, and that might be a really good place for it. But I don't know how good Notion is for wiki. Maybe Kevin, you're really familiar with it, would you use Notion as like a company wiki? And are there linking through pages? Again, I don't know if there's difference in like a team plan or whatever, but this is just like a personal thing here. Okay. Anyways, so we need to do a business. What's the word? Like a business oriented. I have it written down. Hang on a second. I think I did. Oh yeah, service-based business. Service-based business template. Okay, so that's what we're making, and I guess we can give it an icon. Right. Yes. I remember I was playing around with icons. I was like, what's a good icon? And I found this one, so we'll use that icon. Okay, so write something. And all the different commands. Okay. Yeah, and this is just probably endless scroll, right? All the things that you can do. Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy. It's too much. Okay. So we're going to create a service-based business. And so this guide will outline everything that we need for this template. It will be a generic template for new/small. I guess when you put in a slash, it's going to bring that up, eh? That's interesting. New/small business owners who want to launch a professional website fast, like super fast. So it's perfect for wikis. Okay, I'll have to take a look and just see how people are using it. Just do a YouTube search. I'm sure there's somebody that's like, hey, here's how we set up our company wiki or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Because I think I have some stuff. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Where's my mouse? Okay. Okay, yeah, so yeah. So I definitely use Asana here for, it's also great for content planning, which is cool, which is kind of what I'm using here in Asana. So like I have these how-to guides and they're just kind of written here in Asana, right? So is this the best spot? At least for now, it's okay because it's just me looking at it, and this is kind of where I go look at my like how to do things. But in the future, I guess maybe having it in some type of document like this would make more sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably because a task is not the kind of the right place. Somebody could just accidentally like mark it as complete or something. Well, I mean, you could always find it, but Okay, and I'll have to see how it's going to be good for like content planning and how I can do that and organize that. Okay, so this guide will outline everything we need in this template. Okay, so let's think of how do we do like heading? Is it just I guess we need a H1 heading. We're gonna go just like a sitemap, I guess. How do we do like a bullet point? Just type in bullet. Okay, cool. All right. So what's going to be needed on this page or on this template? And I think what we'll do after we do this, we'll go to the marketplace and we'll have a look at all the other template, well, not all, every single template. We'll look at templates that are on there that are on the business kind of agency, whatever type, that theme or whatever. And then we'll see what most people are doing and what they're including as a page template. And then we'll see kind of how close we are. And we'll think if there's anything else that we need to add or subtract from our template. Because I don't want to be the same. We don't want to be the same as everyone else, but we also want to make sure that we're capturing the essence of what people need for a website, for a business, right? So we want to make sure we capture all that. So, and do feel free, just let me know in the comments if there's anything that I'm missing or I should put on there. But let's see what we can come up with. And I'm sure too, maybe I'll throw it in here. Like we'll have different should we have variations? I feel like we should, right? And we can just have the different variations of layout. So when someone's in Webflow, I'm just trying to think now. Yeah, it's like homepage 1, homepage 2, homepage 3, and people can switch around for the ones that they want, right? So Rolando, okay. How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, so I just started this stream. I was talking about the new system that you were showing me, and it looks really good. It looks something to keep an eye on. But again, for me right now, it's not worth switching over like just right away. But it'd be interesting to see what they do and how they move forward, and just to learn a little bit more about their services. I myself am a little bit weary of self-hosting websites, because if anything goes down or whatever, then I'm the one who's getting called. I'm getting called anyways if clients are having issues, but then I just tell them like Webflow's on the case. They're the ones fixing it, and I don't have to figure out at 3 a.m. what the heck's going on with with the servers and all that kind of stuff. But again, if you're just getting started building websites, it's something I think you definitely want to take a serious look at. Okay, so homepage. We obviously need an about page. We're going to need services offered, and we're not going to do this e-commerce. We're not going to do e-commerce. I'm thinking like products, but we're going to keep that out. So features, definitely frequently asked questions. And this is a thing too, where frequently asked questions, is it going to be on its own page, or is it going to be on, like just in a specific section? I'm not sure. So let's just put right now, I guess sitemap / I want to say like objects, but it's definitely not objects, but like pieces. I don't even know how to say it really, or like sections. I think maybe that'll be a better way to say it, right? So pricing. We need to have definitely like testimonials for sure. I think we should have landing pages. I know Stoyan you mentioned this before, how we should do templates that are just specifically for landing pages. And I think, that is what we're going to be doing next, which is going to be really, really good. But for this, I think even though the template is for a business, I think it'll still be really good to have dedicated landing pages as well too. So, and they could use that for whatever marketing or whatever it is that they're going to do. Uh, so right, Rolando, FAQs should be in a separate collection so that they can be related to made for scalability and simple maintenance. 100%. And the beauty with Webflow is that, when we're making it in a collection, we can still display it on a pre-existing page, or it could be on its own page as well too. So we're very 100% flexible in where it's going to live. But yeah, putting it in a database definitely makes sense. I mean, you could put everything in a database at the end of the day as well too. So maybe we can even just for now, just maybe start thinking a little bit about the structure of where things are going to go. Let's just say collection just to get our terminology correct with Webflow, right? I think we'll put testimonials in a collection as well too, which makes sense. Landing page, what else? So Rolando, you're saying like a link tree. So is link tree, is that where people have a page, like a social media page where it links to all their social media accounts? Is that what that is? In fact, each thing I mentioned to you should be in a separate collection. Yes, that's Linktree. Okay, yeah. So I need to have a little more padding for those comments. Anyways, okay. So that's just something that needs to go, I guess, in the footer. So not everyone uses Linktree. So I see what you're saying, but how are we going to? Yeah. Okay. So let's just say social media links. I'm just gonna put that as a question mark because I need to look more into it because I don't have a link tree and I've never used it, so I'd have to see how that's gonna fit. That's gonna fit in the site. Okay, and I think actually, no, not there. We'll go here. So a team page, we'll need a team page, and then of course we're gonna need a team member. And of course that'll be a collection. Services and features, yeah. It's tough because features almost seem something that's dedicated to a product as opposed to a service. So I'm just going to put this here for now. I know I was saying we don't want to sell anything and we don't want to put any e-commerce on this. But let's just maybe think a little bit about how we might want to structure this in. When you find time, can you explain whole business idea once again to me? So yeah, no problem. Are you asking about like what business do you want me to explain? Like my personal business, like Pixel Media and what we're trying to do here, or explain what this business is for like this template that we're building? But for this one, what we're building is really just a generic one. Okay, so yes, mine. Yeah, sure, no problem. No problem. Okay, let's just get through. Linktree not in the footer. It would be a separate page that's not accessible except with the link to put it on social networks. So Linktree, it would be a separate page that is not accessible except with the link. So like when you're on social, is it a place that when people are clicking on something in social media that they go to the website, or how would you want the users to interact with this page? I guess would be a question that I have. Again, this is just me because I'm not familiar with Linktree, right? So, okay, so it's a separate page that when people are on a social media, it's like, hey, here's my Linktree. And then it's a list, I guess it's just a list of different sites that I'm active on. And then one is website. So they click on it and then they go to your website or to this website. And then it's like a specific landing page that is for people that come from Linktree. So it's a link that you put on social media. Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure I'm quite getting it though, to be 100% honest, but let's, okay. So, oops, oh, okay, come on. So I'll say Linktree. So this is the link that you add to this. Okay, no, this is not, this is a link. This is the page that you add to Linktree to put on your profile, right? I think that's what you mean. I'll investigate Linktree. So I'm sure it's probably pretty popular. So yeah, I'll investigate that and we'll figure out how we could incorporate that in. Okay. So I'm kind of, okay. We're also going to need, I think we're going to need a style guide page, which is going to be in the, I'll just say style guide, which is already kind of built in Pixel, the Pixel style guide, but it's still good for them to have that. Are we missing it? It's really tough because it's like a generic thing, right? So let's have a look at other templates and let's see if we can get a few more ideas of things that we might be missing. So to talk a little bit about my business very, very quickly. So I started off in 2022. I quit my job and I started just basically building websites for customers and clients, more like a creative services agency. So I run Pixel right now, where I just build websites for my clients. I'm focused on building Webflow websites, but if somebody came in with a very specific requirement that they needed, whether it's some kind of data platform or whatever they needed to figure out their research data, that kind of stuff, then I would use whatever platform makes sense, but it's primarily just doing websites within Webflow. So I do that, and I've also done creative services where I've done graphic design and kind of like a monthly fee, a couple $1,000s a month, and I just give them, unlimited kind of design. So I've done that, and I've also done video production as well too, where I do talking head videos, pretty much just the talking head interview type videos. So making these quick 2 to 5 minute long social media videos that clients could use to promote their research or whatever the case may be. So I do that as well. But then what I'm really kind of aiming to do right now is to build out Pixel Pieces. So Pixel Pieces is basically like a Reloom competitor kind of thing, where we make Webflow components, which people could use and access, obviously, and then but also templates as well, which is one of the templates we're building right now. And to get access to the components, the full components, it's $250 a month. So, or a month, I should say. It's $250 lifetime. It's pay once and then you have full access. So what I'm trying to kind of I want to shift away from doing websites for clients. But of course, if they come in now, I just, I'm not going to say no because I need the money. But I'm really wanting to focus on, where do I have... something happened. This site has completely changed. I messed up something on this site. Now that I'm looking at this, I must have published something that's old. Oh no, I lost a bunch of stuff. Anyways, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to transition into less of an agency that builds websites for people, but more into a platform that people could come together and learn about web design and starting your own business as a web professional, maybe even a creative professional, but really just kind of focusing on a web professional and just kind of teach people. So just like an education platform. So that's kind of where I'm trying to shift my business to. So that's kind of where I'm at. I need to go and look at this because I don't even have the blog anymore. Like this thing just totally changed. Oh no, I know what happened. I think I just hid my menu. That's what happened. Let me go into this real quick. Right. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is totally off, but we need to fix this because there's no menu. Where is it? So I think navigation menu. I think it's the portal. I think I hit it just because I was trying to. Yeah, there we go. Nope, that's not the one I want to hide. Navigation. What did I do? Dun, 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 dun. So Ron, you send me screenshot. Okay, cool. I'll bring it up in a moment. If you like the idea, cool. Thank you. That's awesome. Also, where can I send you messages when I have some ideas to share with me? So there's a couple ways. Number one, you could just email me directly. A second way would be, and I've been bad. I don't think I've opened up my Discord in like 2 weeks, so that's my bad. But there is a Discord channel which I think I need to just definitely be more active on. So if you go on to like pixelpieces.ca or pixel.ca, and if you click on here, this will bring you to the Discord. Invite invalid. Okay, this stupid link, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with this Discord. But I'll say here. Here's my email, and feel free to email me anytime until I get my shit together and I can get the link to Discord to like not just crash every single time. So I would appreciate any feedback or any thoughts that you have. So yeah. Awesome. Yeah. No, thank you. Honestly, that's awesome. Okay. I guess like you and like Rolando and you guys are all like helping me out. It's just, it's really awesome. Okay. So, okay. Sorry. I'll get to your question here, Rolando. I just want to, God, I need to, it must be this, but where's my menu? Okay, there's the menu. Okay, but there's no login button. Yeah, that should be hidden because there's nothing to log in. Okay, there we go. Let's publish this. Oh my goodness. I was wondering why my site was looking a little bit weird. Taking a long time. Usually doesn't take this long. There we go. All right. So yeah, so this is where I have here where I want to get more into the educational space. I just kind of detailed some stuff here of kind of what it is that I would like to do. So yeah, anyways, that's that. So, okay. Okay, Rolando, that's a that's a nice image. Is that the first one that came to your mind? All right. So I don't want to flash your email, so hang on a second. I just got to download this image. Okay, so here's Rolando's image of an example of a good link tree. Okay, so all right. So this is a link tree example. So sarahholdenfitness.com. Okay, so if we go to that website, I swear this takes me to an OnlyFans. Sarah Holden fitness.com. So this is just like her website. Like it's not so much of a link tree. So yeah, I don't, Or is there like a +2? Maybe I have to click on the +2. Okay. I'll find some link tree. Link. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I have a question. Where are you posting the videos you're making? Because I haven't seen them on your channel. Correct. Because they are on, let me bring up, where are we here? YouTube.com/ it's on a different channel and it's called @pixelmedia. So maybe I can throw that in the chat as well. So yeah. So that's where the new videos are being posted. Yeah, on here. So, oh yeah, my video went live this morning. Cool. Right. I didn't even think of checking, but yeah, automatically published, which is what we want, which is great. So, and I was thinking, I don't know if I'm regretting this decision right now, Rolando, to tell you the truth, of using a different channel as opposed to using my current channel to post these videos. So, so yeah, I'm not sure if that was the right decision. I mean, my thought process, of course, is this is a business channel, this Pixel Media, that's for the business, and all business oriented stuff, tutorials, whatever, are going to be on there. And on this channel that we're on right now, like the live stream, this is where we're going to have the podcast and everything else that we're going to be doing. And they're going to be more generic discussions on business and all kinds of different topics that aren't necessarily related to just like Webflow, web design tutorials. So that's why, I don't know, some people say like kind of separate the channels, but maybe you should separate them after they're bigger. Like, I don't know. So anyways, that's why. So that's your website. Let me look for another one that does have Linktree. Yeah. Okay. With a history Linktree. Okay. Let's see. Let's have a look. See what we got. Okay. So this is a Linktree. Okay. So right. So this is, you have to go on Linktree to make this, I would imagine, right? So let me just go here. Okay. So everything you are in one simple link. And you just got to claim your Linktree. Okay, which is fair enough. So then, do you have to pay for this? I guess it's free, but schedule a link to go live and disappear. Okay. Animations, custom. Interesting. Premium. Woo. I mean, that's still pretty cheap. But anyways, okay. So that's Linktree. So then what is it that we're putting on our website as a Linktree page? Or is there a link on here that goes specifically to this guy's website? Let's see. Okay. Like tours, PayPal, okay, contact. These are just other social media links. Is this a web page here? I don't know what this MX stands for. But if we go here, this is his website? Which looks like it. Looks like a blog here. So, okay. So, but this just links to like the website, like to the homepage. So if we're going to, I mean, we're getting a little off here, but if we're going to have a Linktree page, is it just specific, like what's on this page, I guess I would say, or like, can you embed this into your website then? Is that what it would be like? Yeah, you can copy this. I guess what happens when you copy this? I have Visual Studio open already. Give me a new window. Oh crap, come on, stop. Where are we? Okay, give me. Oh, it's just a, no, it's just a website with, okay, it's just a URL structure. Okay. I think you just found client you can offer a website to. Yeah. Well, I think Rolando would take care of that one because Rolando builds a website as well too. But yeah. Okay. So, anyways, we'll just park that I guess for now because maybe I think there's just something that I'm missing in terms of how to use Linktree and how you put it on your website and have that as an actual page on your website. So maybe it's just something I'm just missing. So, okay. So if we go here, I guess professional services would probably, it seems like a good thing that we kind of want to fit in here, right? So let's just go to the highest price ones and let's just click on the first one. Let's kind of have a link. Yeah, no, you couldn't unless you embedded it as in like an HTML. Or sorry, as in like an iframe. Which again, yeah, I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but yeah. You can put any link to request a quote to social networks to WhatsApp. Yeah, which is really, really cool. So, or are you just saying like in the template, you want to have a way for people to be able to use Linktree? Because yeah, like don't get me wrong, it is really cool. Like being able to have all kinds of links in one spot is super, super awesome. Or is it something like you can almost like duplicate what you'd have in Linktree and have it on your website as well too? Yeah, I just have to see how the different things is that we can that Linktree can do and what we can do on the website for it. Because I know you're trying to get me in some kind of like thinking SEO and all that kind of stuff, which is fantastic. I just gotta. Yeah, when you finish live, I'll call you and explain it because I'm struggling to explain it in writing. Yeah, and there's just I know there's just something I'm missing, so I appreciate that. Appreciate you hanging in there and sticking by with my with my non-understanding. Okay, so I guess we can even just preview this in browser and we can have a look. So like shop pages, Figma file, CMS. So this one is actually looks like it's even e-commerce ready, which is kind of interesting. So I wonder if it would make sense to online shop. Let's look at shop now. So this actually has a shop. I mean, who's buying a car online? I guess unless you're buying a Tesla. So if explore more, this gets to the actual thing here and then add to cart and then checkout. And it's going to be disabled. So I don't know how far you can get on styling a checkout if you don't actually have e-commerce enabled on a site. I have never done that before. What do you guys think? Do you think we should put e-commerce in this? Because I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. It could be because does this show the checkout page? Oh yeah, you can see the checkout page here. Because I mean, designing this kind of stuff, it's whatever, right? You just have to, once you design one thing, you just like forms or whatever, then you just go ahead and create these pages. They're not too complicated, and this is just a category page. Order confirmation. There's nothing in here. And it's got the services detailed in the CMS. Yep. Oh, blog. We missed that. Okay, here are the pages. All right, about contact. We definitely missed contact. So let's put that in there. And then we'll just put a question here. Do we do e-commerce for this one? Question mark. Okay, Rolando, by the way, oh, excuse me. I was watching a live stream where they asked about Webflow web kits to sell them as templates. I was watching a live stream where they asked about Webflow web kits. And so they were asking if somebody, like if they could sell them and sell them as templates, eh? What would be a Webflow web kit? I guess that would be a question that I would have. So no e-commerce. It's a service-based business. Yeah, that's fair enough. Unless the service-based business wants to sell it like, say it's a maid service that goes, and you just sign up and subscribe whatever to their service. But then you probably won't want to use the Webflow e-commerce. You'd probably just stick in with Stripe or something like that. At least I guess that's maybe what I would do. Okay, but I appreciate that. No e-commerce, so let's take that out. And then we'll just say no e-commerce. And I think if we do an e-commerce one, we'll just do it e-commerce, right? Like selling digital products or whatever the case may be. Okay, that makes sense. I appreciate that. The question was actually about a WordPress builder, but they mentioned selling templates. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Stripe is easier and better for service-based websites. Yeah, I mean, that's what I use. So yeah, it's super easy because I can just set up recurring payments or whatever, and away you go. So you don't have Stripe. I didn't know you're in Serbia. Cool, but you don't have Stripe there? That sucks. Stripe is available like in a lot of places. Like, what's like 150 countries now, but they don't have it where you are? That sucks. That really sucks, man. So what do you use instead? I'm sure you got to have something. I mean, I guess you could integrate with like PayPal or I guess there's always like local payment providers and stuff like that, but they probably don't have as much integration as something like Stripe does. Yeah, PayPal. Yeah. PayPal, I think they're the ones that are pretty much everywhere. Yeah, fees are high. Yep. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Conversions take too much money. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big problem too. When you have any kind of currency conversions or what have you, that hits the wallet pretty hard. Even here as well too, it does. So like I'm here in Canada too, and if I'm wanting to exchange for US or whatever the case may be, there's always a hit in one way or another, basically going either way. So it is annoying. It's very annoying. Okay, so let's see what else. So yeah, there was blog. Definitely put in a blog / news. So that's good. Oh, no results. All right. So what else do we got here? Blog, yeah, pages. So yeah, all those coming soon. Well, coming soon. I don't think we kind of need that. So all these update passwords, terms and conditions. Yeah, terms and conditions and privacy. I think we need that as well too. So we kind of have everything else, like the 404 password. I mean, that's just kind of built in. So we'll have that. But terms and conditions and privacy are things that we need for sure. So terms and conditions and privacy. Right. yeah, no, Rolando, yeah. You won't let me forget that, that's for sure. All right. What else do we got? What else do we got? Oh, so again, I gotta do this again. Maybe I could just control click. And then control click on this one. So do you guys like it when you're scrolling on a website and then you have all these animations where things appear as you're scrolling. Like for me, it's, I don't know. Sometimes I get frustrated with it because they take too long. I think some of them take too long, which gets frustrating. And this thing's playing around with my mouse as well too, which is okay. But yeah, I feel like it's okay. I wonder if these guys are doing it too. I feel like a lot of templates, they do this. Like everything is animated. Like whether, I don't know if it's because like maybe animation makes it more professional or make it seem more professional, but like the whole page is animated. Like, okay, at the start when the page is loading and then that animates, fine, no problem there. But it's like you're scrolling. Okay, I gotta wait. Scrolling, I gotta wait. Scrolling, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for this. I gotta wait for everything. Like, you don't need that much. It's like excessive. It's too much movement. Yeah, so I agree. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. So I have terms and conditions and privacy in a collection called legal. This allows me to easily modify them from the back end. Yeah, that's actually, I like that. So let's go like this. Let's call this legal. And then we'll kind of put that in bullet points there to kind of let us know how things are gonna flow from there. Yeah, I like that. Thanks. Currently looking to open a company in Estonia with their e-residency program. Then it would have all EU benefits for company and there's no double taxation. Yeah, this is that's an interesting topic. Have you ever, like, you're getting to things that are pretty interesting to me, and one of the things I guess I didn't really mention when I was talking about my business personally is probably the end goal. One of the end goals that I have in terms of where I want to take the business and my company. Let me just bring this up here real quick. So I was working on, this thing has kind of been a work in progress, but I have my short-term goals, just to create an educational platform, teaches people how to build websites. And then we're also going to sell products. And then long-term goal is to inspire people to pursue their goals and their dreams so that they can live a life of purpose and fulfillment, which another way of saying that is to inspire people to be able to start businesses and build things on their own for themselves so that they can rely on themselves and not the government or whatever to be in control of their lives, right? Some people have the temperament for it, some don't. So basically the whole structure of business that's one kind of part of what I think it means to live an actual successful life. But business is really important, and I love talking about business, and I want to create this community of people that are learning what it takes to build a successful business. And we're all in this process together. And I really feel like truly that we can learn so much from each other and we can succeed together, that someone's success doesn't mean someone fails, right? That's what I'm thinking that we can all kind of do together, right? And anyways, so hearing you talk about this is really kind of cool because a person that I listen to quite a bit that I love what he says is a guy called Andrew Henderson, and you probably have heard of him on YouTube. He's the Nomad Capitalist, and he talks a lot about go where you're treated best, and he's like thinking about like where can you open up a company that makes the most sense for you so you're paying less taxes, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, so just hearing you talk about this, about looking to open up a company, in another country, and that has benefits for you for being in the EU or whatever, and then you're not worrying about tax and whatever. And 10% tax, like that's amazing. That's super low. Even here in Canada, which Rolando and I were talking quite a bit about, you're paying 15% corporate tax on your first $500,000. And then above that, then you're up into the, I don't even want to know what it is, 25% or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, doing what makes the most sense for you and your business and how you can end up keeping more money in your pocket so you can help your business grow is super awesome. But that's really cool. That's really cool to hear. And I'd love to hear more about that. And I have no idea what that says, Rolando. How many languages do you know, man? But Serbia is already on the verge of becoming part of the European Union. It only needs a few things to be approved. Yeah. So Stoyan replies back, says, I don't think Serbia is going in the EU until Kosovo becomes fully independent. Yeah, this is a lot. This is, I don't know much about the politics in that edge of the world. To be honest, so I can't really comment on what you guys are saying. But let's all go to Dubai. Yeah. So they have a new tax now. I think. I don't think. Do they even still have free zones, or has that changed? So I know, like, if you're like a mainland business, I think it's 9%. But I heard that they were. I don't know if they were getting rid of the 0% or whatever. So I'm not sure. But the thing is, Dubai, the cost of living there was probably, yeah, I don't know if it'd be comparable to Canada or if it would be more expensive, or maybe Canada would be more expensive. I'm not sure. But Dubai could obviously end up costing you like as much as you would really, really want. Anyways, I missed this comment here. The animations, yeah, they're good animations for sure, but yeah, too many animations. 100%. Yeah, we'll have a pixel meetup in Dubai. Yeah, I do have a story about that, which I'll share at some point in time. The cost of living in Dubai is low compared to the European Union. Well, I was looking at Dubai and I was looking at what they have for rents and stuff like that, and they weren't cheap. They weren't cheap, you know. But compared to the EU, though, I don't know. And it's got to depend on where you are in the EU. I mean, there's so many different countries that have vastly different, you know, price ranges, I would imagine anyways. Anyways, cool. All right. A little bit of a side discussion there. Okay. Okay, where were we? We're just looking at, right. We're making fun of this site. I'm not making fun of it. This actually looks pretty clean, which is nice. But the animations, okay. So pages, pricing, careers, that could be a thing that we could put on there. Team, blog. It seems like 3 different pages seems to be kind of the standard in these templates in terms of having those different options. And they have style guide as well too. So, right. I like the careers is kind of good. This one has 7 different options for the homepage, which is kind of nice as well too. So the same thing too, I'm looking at these, and this is where our components are going to really come in handy, where we can literally, like, even the difference between this one and that one, it's basically the same thing, but just different type of components that we're going to be able to easily just copy and paste. This is an AI image. Yeah, that's an AI image, no doubt. Well, not no doubt. It's getting so hard to tell if an image is AI or not. It's just insane now. And even like a video as well, which is even more insane. All right. So anyways, let's go to, yeah, we wanted to have a, a careers page, careers jobs page. With a family of 6 like yours, there's only 4 of us. Yeah, there's only 4 of us, but it's still expensive. Of course, it's not cheap, but I'm only with my dog and my wife. It's not that expensive. Yeah, no, that makes it. Definitely having kids makes everything like twice as expensive, if not even more. So overly edited or AI. Yeah, no, it was AI. You just tell when it just has that look, like plasticky kind of look. So there's not really much, people don't really over edit like a man's face as they would like a woman's face to make it look all, you know, whatever. Anyways. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, I'm going to put a note here. How do we do icons? Is there a thing to bring up icons in Notion? Kevin, help. See more. Add icons. How do I ask a question? So add icons to paragraphs. Okay. Type to command is for add. Well, that's what I want to say. Why don't you tell me what that is? Don't just tell me that that's what I could do. Okay, come on. Icon. No. There's gotta. Yeah, this is dumb AI. Have you tried doing this? Notion. Add an icon in text. How to put icons within the text. Just like emojis. Yeah. Not currently possible. This is 4 years ago, though. Type name of the icon you want without space. I've recorded something in Loom here. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's just like an Asana, but you need to know what it's actually called, though. Okay, so let's go back here. Right, so that's what it is in Asana, but as soon as you press the colon, it comes up. So, right. Okay, this is what I want. No entry sign, and we're going to say, oops, sorry, get rid of that comment there. And no e-commerce in this template. Can we bold this? Sort of. Okay, advice. Don't try to make a super complicated template. Something simple, sellable, that people can easily modify and that provides the main function of a website. I 100% agree. Fantastic advice. And we'll make sure, well, hopefully we won't make things complicated. So let's do something else here. Like warning? Yeah, warning. Do not make this template complicated. We want like simple but elegant and professional, right? Professional, that people like people will want to I don't know what, I guess. Just no, elegant and professional. I think we're good. We're good with that. All right, and let's highlight this whole thing and bold it. Okay, cool. Thanks, Rolando. Emojis open up emojis window. Oh, I was thinking icons, so they're called emojis, right? So that makes sense. Emojis. There we go. So that's my fault, I guess. Or I'll just blame Notion. Stupid Notion. I have to go now. I have exam next week, so I need to try hard for those. Yeah, study hard. I could go on my rant of what I think about education as a whole, but if you're in there, go for broke and do the best that you can. And study hard and ace the test, and just helps you all along in the future. So good luck, study hard, and let me know how it goes too. Well, it's next week too. I don't know if I'll see you before then, but study hard. You're going to put this template up for sale in the Webflow marketplace, right? That's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. 100% honest, I don't know. So a couple things I'll say about that is, don't study, no need, just learn Excel. I don't know. I'll leave that to you if you think that that's good advice or not. Geez. Okay, so about the marketplace. So two things I'll say. In the Webflow big announcement that they had, the Webflow conference, they were talking about allowing people that sell templates or that create templates to sell them outside of the marketplace. You got it. Have a good one, man. We'll see you. So they were talking about being able to, for people to sell templates outside of the marketplace, which would be fantastic because I would love to go on here and when we have this template and you just have like a buy now button. So I don't know when that feature is going to be made available. But whenever it does, that's what I would like to do, to be able to have the ones that are worth, charging money for. It'll be like a buy now button. So in terms of putting it on the marketplace, the other idea that I had is to put it here on Pixel Pieces, but have it as part of the premium services where you have to be a member, the all access member, in order to be able to, buy it, right? So it's not that there's a price on it. You can't get it in the marketplace. Well, maybe you're right. You're saying a tip. You can put it in both. And that's actually a really good thing to think about, is that maybe I can put it in both. But I was thinking, at least to the start, to try to entice people to come on board with the all access, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what I want to sell, right? I want to sell all access passes. So if I can make a nice clean template that people really, really like, and then say like, hey, well, listen, I know you're going to buy the template anyways on, the marketplace for like $150. For an extra $100, you can just get all access to all the templates that I have, plus the components and all that kind of stuff. So you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know yet. To be honest, like I don't know. I'm just kind of what I'm thinking, and I haven't really thought too hard about where I'm going to put it and how I'm going to try to sell it. But yeah, I'm not just going to give it away for free. So what I will give away for free is this whole process of building it. And then so if you wanted to do it yourself, you'll be able to, because it'll all be here on the live stream. So that's what I'm giving away for free. But yeah, don't worry. I won't be selling or giving away this template for free, because it's going to, like, we're going to do a really good job with this template. Make sure that our code is up to date. Everything is good, SEO, all that kind of stuff. We're going to make sure that this is a really high quality product. And then of course, it's okay to get compensated for the work that you do, right? So we're on the right page here. I like what you're saying about putting it in both places. That's pretty cool. Again, we'll see what happens with Webflow if they ever do allow me to sell templates outside of the marketplace, which would be phenomenal, because I know there's companies now that they sell this, like this Radiant Templates place. We can even go to their website here. I think, yeah. So they sell templates, and they got a bunch of templates, and they're like, okay, you look at this one and you're like, oh, I want to buy it, right? They have this buy, but you got to buy it from Webflow, right? You got to click here and you just go to here, right? So it's like, it's not a very good experience for the user to go outside of your website to buy a template. Of course, if you're really familiar with Webflow, you understand what's involved with buying a template. So that's cool. But to just buy it and stay on like this Radiant template, I'm sure they would love to have that as well. And then also to not have Webflow take up like 80% or 20% of the cost as well too. So yeah, anyways. You told me that you had gone to the Chamber of Commerce and found out the statistics. Have you already analyzed them? I don't remember. What is that for? I don't think I went to the Chamber of Commerce for anything. Was there something that I was supposed to do that I forgot? I might have honestly forgot, because I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. So you're gonna have to remind me. Yeah. Was it the Chamber of Commerce of Webflow? I don't know if you're playing with me now either. I don't know. Anyways, okay. So, and we're going to have, just the Webflow specific, pages, 404, password. And we should also have should we have a sitemap? Actually, Webflow auto generates an XML sitemap, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, sorry, this comment is blocking what I'm typing in. So we can even zoom this in a little bit more. Oh, that's not bold. Okay. Okay, I feel like this is pretty good. You said you were going to go to the Chamber of Commerce to find out business statistics. Yeah. Okay. So with that, so I guess you didn't miss the stream yesterday. So yesterday I talked on my stream saying that we're like 99% moving forward with starting a blog and reaching out to companies. And one of the things that I put on my wife's plate actually is she's going to be helping me out with this. So she's gathering up all that information on businesses and all that kind of stuff that is in the Chamber of Commerce and beyond. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using that information and actually going to go out to try to find guests to be on the podcast. So those are some things that I've tried to delegate to my wife to help me out, and that is one of the things that she's helping me out with. So so I don't have anything now. We don't have any of that now, but it's something that's coming. Something that's coming. So, anyways. Yeah, so there's been lots of stuff that we've been thinking about behind the scenes. Again, how we're going to move forward, what it is that we want to do, what's going to be the best way that we can try to get business for ourselves. And for me, one of the main goals that I really want to do is I want to talk to people in person, and I want to start networking and getting myself known out here in the community. So that's, I think, for me, how I best do that type of marketing is kind of like face to face. So anyways. So before the podcast, use the information to create marketing and optimize the Pixel website to get clients. Yeah. So I've thought a lot about that actually. And that's a really good point. Is what do I need to do to my website in order to optimize for the types of people that I'm going to be talking to and the types of people that I want to connect with? Because I agree with you in where's my website? Well, I could just go here. So this website, I think, needs it needs a lot of work, because it's really generic, and there's things that could be done better. And this whole yep, man. I tell you what, if you could invent something that allowed me to have more than 24 hours in a day, that would be amazing. Because then I would have time to do all the things that it is that I would like to do. No, that's your advice. Some good advice though, definitely. So I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So much to do. But yeah, so much to do. But either way, still really excited. Yeah. Okay. So I like this. I need to figure out the, yeah. So it's already been invented. It's called Bullet Journal. Is that like the journal? You were telling me about that, eh? Because it was like a different, like a journaling technique in order to how to just, I don't know, just be more productive or whatever. But I know something that Kevin will say is like, can you apply that style into Notion and be able to do that there? Hang on a second. Take some notes here. Rolando, do you want to touch base and have a quick video chat? Or, I mean, I haven't done that. I haven't set this up yet. I was going to do this, but then I had other things to do, is to set up this live stream to be able to take live callers. So, but I don't want to fiddle with that now. So, okay. So let me send you, okay. So I'll get off this stream. Excuse me. Sorry. And let me send you a Zoom link here. Okay, it's connecting. All right. All right, just sent you an email through. I just responded. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, you and I think we're very similar too, and we both love to help. So that's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. So everyone, thank you guys, all of you guys, for tuning in and for commenting, chatting with me today. Really appreciate it as always. And tomorrow we're gonna be back here again, and I think we're gonna start doing our sketching of the framework for what we want to have on our new template that we're building. Okay, so until then, have a great rest of your day, and as always, I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, guys.